All right, day 36. I think it's day 36. All right, recording this after the fact. Nice drawing for the day, or painting, whatever you want to call me. Getting this comic colored. Yeah, coloring, I guess. Today was a nice one. And color is probably the operative word since there's a lot of them in this one. God, these pages inside the hallway of the tour bus has so much pink inside of it. Though I had a slight perspective issue, but I just had to at some point just say screw it and get the rest of the page done. I didn't want to dwell too much on the actual specifics of the lines, simply because I'd just be doing that forever. Like, I can't just keep wasting my time with that. But yeah, the page was relatively simple. I had an issue. I don't know why I chose the angle I chose with Raekwon in the bottom right panel. I was trying to figure out a way that wasn't just a head-on shot like I've been drawing for a while with Raekwon. So I tried to find an angle where Raekwon was sort of pointing at the sort of open door or the void in the side of the bus where the door had opened at in the previous page. But I don't know, it was looking crazy to me. I hit a lot of my flaws just with the shadowing of that particular page, but it looks very off to me. Or it looked very off when I was drawing it. The finished product doesn't look as bad. You can clearly see what's going on there, but as I was drawing it, it was an odd angle to choose with not a lot of space to show off the form. Just because of the panel, that whole layout, I don't know what I was really thinking other than I just wanted a different angle so I wasn't drawing the same thing, but I should have thought of that more. Had I just went by what my storyboard or what my thumbnails was drawn as, I think I would have been fine, but it would have looked like all the rest of my um, panels previous. And I really don't want to get in the habit of drawing the same thing over and over again, or the same looking thing. I want to have some type of variety there. Even though for the most part, the next couple of pages are gonna look kind of different just because of what's gonna be happening soon. But I guess that was more of a result of me drawing Val and Beaumont just sitting having a back and forth conversation for the longest time, or what felt like the longest time. Just wanted to switch it up with this page. I actually remembered for once too to go ahead and draw the detail in Raekwon and Dan's outfits, the little flame designs on both of their clothes. I don't know why I gave them both flames, but whatever. Like I said before, I'm a big fan of Jin from Tekken, but I remembered to do that on my flats while I was drawing, and I didn't necessarily do it and start shading and then have to go back and do those again. It's bad enough I have to go back and shade those different from how I shade the rest of the page anyways. I just had a thought too. If I'm adding a filter onto the page after I finish coloring it, why do I bother shading with colors? I could just use black and white. Like, I don't think it would show up any difference, or show up any difference. I don't think it would show up any different once I put the filter on top of it. So I'm not sure why I made that decision. Well, I don't know. It's a good habit to have, just to get in the practice of pulling out proper sort of lights and darks for my shading and highlights. But that really is an unnecessary step to take now that I think about it. And I make this thought now when I'm practically done drawing the inside of the tour bus. So whatever. I think the majority of the time spent on this, outside of shading the characters, of course, probably was on the door, just because of all the extra, the caution tape and the explosives and all the nonsense, I think. And because I had to do it so small, because I need to show those details in, but there's such a distance, it's like I don't need to be real intricate with the detail, but it needs to be enough there for you to make out what's going on from afar. It was very extra on my part. But other than that, like I said, a very simple sort of page for the day. Like I said, we're gonna get into complicated stuff over the next couple of days, I imagine. And then I'm gonna have action pages pretty soon. Obviously, a fight is gonna break out at some point, but we're just building up to that. Also, for the record, today is Thursday, so if anyone's interested, I do have updates of Infinite Uppercut that currently just came out. You can go ahead and visit either the Webtoon or Tapestry link, whichever one you want to use, in the description, to go ahead and click and read those pages. I would appreciate it. Also appreciate if you followed them as well. I actually need to go ahead and continue to build on my buffer for the rest of, I guess, the pages that I'm working on now, and go ahead and just get those prepared for, I guess, down the road. Like I said, I've got updates into November at this point, so I'm just keep them going as I keep working on these pages here. So this challenge is actually helping out a lot. Like, I'm actually building a buffer this way just from being forced to draw every day. But in any event, that's all for today. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And you all have a good one. I'm out.